Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I don't know if I'm going to add this to another one. I thought it was getting a little bit too long, but I'm waiting for Adam to do a couple of procedures, you know, in a clinic, not a clinic, I don't know what you call them, specialist. I don't know. Anyway, he's having a couple of procedures done, and then they put him under, you know, anesthesia. And they have this system where they text the person that's with them. They text them of what's going on and where they are in they call him your patient. He's not my patient, it's Adam. You know, he and I met and married over 40 years ago. But they text me, you know, anybody, you know, every patient's someone significant other. And they text where they are in the process. Okay, anyway, I'm dealing with allergies. That the pollen count or whatever is low. We've had a whole year, pretty much. I've never seen it go but once or twice below very high. It went to high, and now it's low, and I'm still suffering. But anyway, so Adam's in. I'm waiting for him. And I was just in a pharmacy, you know, looking around and stuff and everything. Had asked the pharmacist something, but anyway, and they sent me a text, and I was thinking, oh great, he's already had the procedures done. And so I got, you know, I saw it when I got back in my SUV, and I looked, and it was that he's just now in the procedure room. It's like that was sent about almost an hour after he went into prep. God, which right now, let's see, we left home 2 hours. Yeah, it was two hours and 15 minutes ago we left home, and he went in there about about 2 hours ago, and he's not even had the freaking thing. Really, the procedure's done. This is ridiculous, because you know he said he would ask the woman when he checked in how long it would take, because you know I have edema, I can't go around sitting in cars and stuff like that, so I could go home and come back. And she said, no, because I could hear her. He put it on speaker. And she was saying, no, we don't want her to leave the premises. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. And then I get here and they say things about, like, you know, that hint at it could cause problems that, yeah, it might be the last I see of him kind of thing. No. These are, yeah, just a bunch of worry. You know, make people worry. But I mean, I know they have to be cautious, and they have to tell, they have to warn, all that. But hopefully nothing happens, because now I'm not only am I sitting outside with edema, you know, in my SUV. I could have gone home and come back, you know. But no, they're taking their time in there. He had an appointment that was an hour, and like I said, the actual appointment was an hour and 15 minutes ago. So the process should have started then. It didn't. They were late. Oh my gosh. You know, so they need to learn how to schedule better. But maybe to them, they ought to schedule better, because then they don't have any gap between. So they got to make as much money as possible. And it doesn't matter if it makes people have to wait. We got to make as much money as possible. So no gaps, no wait between the patients. I used to do surgery scheduling for orthoneuro. What was it? Orthoneuro. Now I can't even remember. God. But yeah, I used to schedule surgeries for Yeah, and I used to do office management, so I have a clue for surgeons. Okay, I did medical billing for surgeons, so I pretty much did it all, you know, on that side of it, for surgeons, mainly surgeons. Yeah, and I know how it works. I have a clue. So anyway, I was sitting in my last video. It was mainly a wall people were seeing the whole time. But now I moved over here because I wanted to go in that pharmacy. So anyway, if I put them on the right channel, which I hope to, I asked the pharmacist because my glucose level was going so great. It was actually reducing and all this. And then the pharmacy switched labs of one of the medications I take for diabetes. I take a pill for diabetes and I do insulin. Two separate things. So the pill I've been taking for decades. Well, they switched labs, and the lab says that it can take up to 2 weeks for it to kick in. But I had a question on that because I would not lapse 2 weeks. I'm still going to go from one pill day before yesterday to another one yesterday, and to the new one yesterday. And I take it 4 times a day, spread apart, and hours apart each. But my glucose started going higher again. So I wanted to find out, is it that it takes 2 weeks for it to kick in? Or would it, you know, since I haven't stopped treatment, it wouldn't make a difference. He said it wouldn't make a difference, the pharmacist here. I hope that is true. But who knows, you know, he's a pharmacist, he should know. I trust pharmacists more than I trust anybody else in the medical field, seriously. I trust the pharmacist, really. I was in a hospital this summer for 2 days, one night, and then I had to go back 2 days later, and between those, I didn't trust any of these because they kept saying wrong things. That I know for a fact that specialists have told me it is not that. And just all around bad treatment, poor treatment. And they called in medication, or sent in fact, you know, whatever they did on the computer, whatever, that I cannot take. 2 of them. 2 medications I can't take. One, and each one of them is because they cause problems with other medications I'm already on and have been for decades. One for blood pressure, one for diabetes. They interacted with them in a negative way. You would think that they would know, but nope. It's kind of pretty pathetic, really, when it comes down to it. Okay, Adam should be almost finished with the procedure now. Okay, the procedure was should be. So far, everything has pretty much been slowed down. So, anyway, so I'll still be sitting here waiting. But anyway, he had to fast for 24 hours, and I mean, he fasted for longer than 24 hours now. At this point, it's probably around, I don't even know when he started fasting, but yeah. So right now, he's probably, goodness, let's see, maybe 30, 36, close to 48 hours. By the time we get to somewhere, it'll be probably closer to, like, let's say 40, 45 or so hours. No. I need to learn how to count. But yeah, actually, maybe, I don't know. No, it's more like 30 something hours. Anyway, when we were driving here, There's a Long John Silver's. Okay, let me try to get to this. I'm telling you this, the medications I'm on. The doctor's 7 of them. It's 3 medications. I take a total of the maximum is 7 because one is PRN for blood pressure every day, and all of them can cause problems like this of not being able to think. You know, it causes can cause tiredness. All of them. I meant. Anyway, I've mentioned all that in that other video. But on our way here, there's a Long John Silver's that was being under construction for months now, I think. Reconstruction. And it was closed. And on the way here, yeah, you get it. We saw that it was open. Now, we're not a fan of eating at Long John Silver's so much. We have it every blue moon. I mean, it could be once or twice a year, if then. But, you know, that whole thing of, hey, it's closed, when is it going to open? You know, the anticipation, man. You know. So on the way here, he had already told me, he said, well, when I get ever, you know, when I can eat, I'm going to be eating the house. You know, you better move out of my way. I'm going to eat everything inside. And anyway, then when we were driving here, we saw that Long John Silver's was now open. And they finished it. And he said, I want to eat there. He was starving. I think we should probably go eat buffet, but then he might make himself sick, you know. But me, I had to get myself something to eat, so I got what do they call it? Kolache. It's a sausage kolache. Kolache? You know, I don't ever say that word. I just point. I don't eat very many of them. Probably one or two a year. Ever. You know, if I'm on the run, you know, on the run. You know, out running errands and such and get really hungry. But it's rare. Very rare to eat. Anyway, very rare do we ever eat a buffet. Ever eat out. So we actually go inside a place. It's very rare. You know. Now I'll go down to the place, you know, go get a hamburger or something like that. We used to be really big on chicken. I cannot stomach chicken. And before 2020, it was after 2020 that we got stuck on chicken, you know. But before then, I used to say I don't like chicken, you know, from place because it gives me a foul stomach. Anyway, that's funny to me, but maybe not to anybody else. Anyway, so he wants to go eat somewhere, but I hadn't eaten. I couldn't sleep last night, and then I slept some this morning, missed breakfast, hadn't eaten until we were here, so I had to stop and get me something. Go back out. Something bit me. Oh my goodness, it itches. One thing after another. Anyway, I think a fire truck just passed by. Anyway, something bit me. This is what I don't like about going out. Just going outside. You know, I'm not rubbing up against stuff, but just going outside. You know, come here. And just now, something bit me. Or at least that's when I felt the pain just now. Sitting in my SUV. Just walked back from the pharmacy. What the crap? You know. Anyway. Yep, I'm going to be nervous rambling until he gets out of there. Like I say, he should be still be in the procedure right now. Then I want to go in, and I'm going to be in with the recovery part of it. Apparently, that's a big deal. I mean, you know, if he were in the hospital or something, of course I'd be there. So, but he's not in a hospital. And they don't really explain it to you. I've noticed more and more places these days, they make assumptions, like you know their protocols. Seriously, this woman here, she, you know, made assumptions that I would know how they do things, in what order. You know, first you do this, and then you must do this, and you know this. No, I would not know that. There's no list. They give you the step-by-step. Says you must be here at this time. Well, I mean, yeah, that usually is part of it. You have to be there certain 15 to 30 minutes earlier for your appointment to fill out the paperwork, that kind of thing. You know, that's fine. But I'm talking about the person that's not the patient. I don't have a list of what I have to do. You know, the way that woman said she might. Now, that she told Adam over the phone, I heard, because he said, "Will you just stay out there, you know, wait outside?" You know, I told him I wanted to wait outside, so, you know, because of my edema, I can lift my legs up, you know, the chair next to me, you know, if I need to. But he put on a speakerphone, and like I was saying, you know, I've said in the last video and all this, you know, she was like Sergeant Charge. She's gonna boss me around. We don't want you to leave the premises. Well, the premises is part of a whole big, you know, strip mall kind of thing. I wouldn't even call it a strip mall. I don't know what you call it nowadays. It's a whole big complex, like, of different stores. So, you know, I said, I'm just going to try to find me something to eat right here. Oh, she's Sergeant Charge. Oh, girl. Don't even try that with me. Oh my goodness. The older I get, I'm serious, the less of a filter I have. You know, I say that as if I ever really did. I'm Texan. I grew up in a tough part of Texas. And we don't take crap. If there's a whole wimp mentality, or wuss or wimp, you don't be a wimp. You take up for yourself. You don't let people tell you what to do. You know, like people say, I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm really grown-ass. I'm 61. And you think I need somebody to tell me, to have the nerve to say I can't leave the premises? Come on, girlfriend. Really. I've been watching way too much Catfish lately. I'm picking up all those, you know, or repeats of those things. Girlfriend. And the funniest one the one I really like, besides Spidey Senses, I mean, I like, what was it? I like them when they say Spidey Senses and when they say sus. It's all sus. But I started watching those again. Some of them I've seen, but I got Hulu to where it doesn't have commercials. I can't stand commercials. Who likes them? The ads and all that. But I got it recently into where it doesn't have ads, so I'm going back to and watching some of the like I said, Catfish shows, going back from season 1, which I've seen. You know, I'm never been really much on watching TV, and I'm not one really to not much, you know, all my life. I had computers my first computer in 1982 or so, and I'm not much on the TV, never have been, like I said. So, but Catfish, yeah, it was one of my liked. But some of them I go all the way back, like I said, I've gone all the way back to season 1. Some of them I don't know, thanks. The people irritated me or something, the situation or whatever. And, but I had a bunch of them, especially season 8, that I hadn't seen. Don't know why. Who knows? Season 8 has a whole lot. I think Cammie had said in one of them that they did 100, or she said somewhere 100 episodes that season 8, right? And I was always wondering, when are they ever going to get out of season 8? You know? So anyway, I'll go back and watch them, and I've been doing that lately. Okay, he's out, and only 2 hours after we got here. He's not out, he's going to recovery now, and he'll be able to leave in 30 minutes. So he says to rush back. I'm rushing back. It's just right over here to my right. Anyway.